Hey, what's up, wrong person? How you doing, man? Hey, what's up, cat? How you guys doing? The Primo codes expired earlier today. Hope you guys got the chance to redeem them. Awkward silence? What's wrong? You guys didn't hear me? It is an awkward silence, though. It's not like I'm not used to it. Sleepy. This is, this is the mood. Like, so either a LAN party, right? Either at a LAN party or, um, when you're out, like when you're at a computer shop with the guys, and it's like really late. Like y'all were like everyone was like really hype, like somewhere around like 11 or midnight, heading into like 1 or 2 in the morning, but then, it's like really late. It's like 4 in the morning already. So like everybody's energies have sort of died down. It's yeah, kind of like that. I can't hit the guy. I can't hit him. Thank you. There. No, I've really only done that once. Yeah, like I just like went straight through the night, no sleep, just at a computer shop, um, at an internet cafe with the guys, straight through the night, and then like that shop, that cafe, had to like they had to shut down, like they had to close down at like 6 in the morning, and then they'd open up again at 9 in the morning. So like at 6 we had to leave. So we just went around town, like looking for a place to get some coffee, get some breakfast, and then we just walked around. We just hung out at the beach. It was really nice. It was really nice. Something that I don't know if I'll ever be able to experience again. I mean, I guess I could, like if I so actively chose to do it, but I don't know if there are still internet cafes that go all through, like that are like open all through overnight, like before. This was in the mid to late 2000s, and internet cafes were a big thing back then. Somehow my relic luck in HSR is better than artifact luck in Genshin. Yeah, it's RNG. It's RNG, man. Oh, you never know. You never know what you're gonna get. Relic luck. Trying to build a Tribi, and Berta together is stressful because they both run from 4 different domains. 4 different domains. Jeez, that sounds so painful. 1 week a holiday, but because I'm so behind work, it's not a holiday at all. At all. But hey, at least you got a chance to catch up. That's a good thing.
怖いかそれこそ恐怖を抱く勇気すらない私と打ち合う山の地マイコの燃え上がる炎で少しはまともになってきた闇来た破滅の時なるカウントダウン開始煉獄の投影に過ぎない
I've been kind of happy but annoyed with my artifact luck in the Obsidian Codex domain lately. I've been getting more crit substats and decent with decent like main with oh sorry, not decent but like somewhere between potentially usable and actually usable main stats. But it's sort of like it's mostly almost there, and the ones that really are there, right, like the ones with double crit and attack with an attack main stat or stuff like that, right, like actually good pieces, like when I upgrade them they just turn out so meh. It's just so annoying. I just want a Pyro Goblet for Mawika or Dendro Goblet for Kinich. Why don't you just use this thing? I don't recommend relying on this thing, right? Like I don't recommend doing this, right? Like making a sanctifying elixir every month, right? Because that is so much artifact XP that you have to feed into it just to get one sanctifying elixir. Like, because it kind of, I wouldn't say it doesn't matter much, because one sanctifying elixir every month, right, for so much artifact XP, I don't think is worth it, especially because they give us like at least 2 or 3 maybe a month just from events and stuff. Like I don't know the exact number, but they give us at least one, right, from events. And whenever there are new regions, at least so far, new regions seem to give sanctifying elixirs, as long as you do your exploration, of course. So I don't think it's worth giving up so much artifact XP for one sanctifying elixir. But I would recommend using it to make just save sanctifying elixirs, save up sanctifying elixirs for those characters that you are in the middle of building, but just can't seem to get a good piece of a specific artifact slot. Right, like for example, some of the harder artifacts to get, like a goblet for Arlecchino, for example. Right, I think now I don't know if I got all my Arlecchino goblets on all my accounts through the what is it called? Transmuter. But at least I remember I got at least one from the transmuter. Nice. Got it to below 20%. Hey, what's up, Ali? What's up, Doms? Mighty? How you guys doing? Find it kind of complicated, but I'm starting to understand. Understand what, Doms? Use the artifact transmitter after 5.5. Yes, that's true. That's true. Don't use it now. Yeah. That's right. Good. Yeah, nice one. Pointing that out, Doms. Yeah. Don't use your artifact transmuters now. Use it when 5.5 comes out. Now, question. What do you guys think I need more? Mora? Or XP books? What does it look like that I am struggling with? I feel like Mora, maybe. I'm feeling Mora. Because my Mora has not gone up. In fact, I feel like my Mora has been going down for a while now. Yeah, especially because earlier I mentioned my artifact luck in the Codex domain has gotten somewhat better. But when I say somewhat better, it's only made it so that now I have more artifacts that have the potential to be good. Right? But the fact that it has the potential to be good means it also has the potential to just turn out to be garbage. Whereas, like, if it did not have the potential to be good, then I would not have had to level it. Therefore, I would not have had to use Mora to level it up, and then for it to just turn into trash. So, yeah, that part's kind of annoying. And I think that's one of the reasons why my Mora has been going down for some time now. RJ, please give me more. I'm poor. You need more, bro. You're so poor. Okay. I already spent all my elixir before the news came out. Oh man, that sucks. I have not been using my elixir. Because I could just farm the artifacts, and I guess I just did not get unlucky, right? Because like you don't have to get lucky just to be able to save up elixirs. You just have to be not unlucky, right? And what I mean by that is not unlucky that like you don't get yourself into a situation where you have a character that needs building and you just cannot, you know, you're just struggling to get a usable set on them, right? That would be like the getting unlucky thing that I'm referring to. Being in a situation where you have this like really strong new character that you just got, you don't have a build for them, and you're struggling to get them built. Uh-oh. Well, Oh boy, oh boy. Well, we're gonna have to use this then. I have respectable 1.6 million. But my Moira has great personality. Hey, I'm sure it has, man. I'm sure it has. Okay. Alright, sure. That's yeah, sure. Okay. That's everything. Oh right, teapot stuff. Oh no, I'll just teleport here first. It's not about how much you have, it's how you use it. Hey, exactly, exactly. But then, okay, tell me this. It's not about how much I have, it's how I use it, right? Say I'm unemployed with no friends and family, and I'm down to my last 1 peso. Right? I'm down to my last peso. Peso, Philippine currency. Would that, would that still depend on how I use it? Like, would I somehow be able to budget that for a meal for the rest of my life? Hey, what's up, Miku? How you doing, man? Maxed out Battle Pass with like 16 days left. They should add extra rewards at the end. Yeah, I think that would be nice, right? Like, if you max out they should give you something like Mora or Artifact XP or something for every day that you have maxed out already. Okay. Right. Just switching over to the second account. I'd gladly take Mora for XP. What kind of XP, Ali? Artifact XP? I ate the Tivat fried egg and I'm alive. Like the one in the game? You ate the one in the game? My dude, I'm surprised you're still alive if you ate the one in the game. But like not your Genshin character ate the Tivat egg in the game. I'm talking about you, IRL you, eating the in-game Tivat egg. Oh. What? My skill hit, but no orbs? Oh, it's... What the? Are those my orbs? I see one. That's funny. Okay, I did not know that could happen. Maybe the other two fell into the oblivion? Like, into the pit down below? Well, I had no idea that could happen. Wow. That's funny. I'm back from the dead. Oh. Oh, hey, Onoko, you know what? Right, Tevat egg, right? Okay, hang on. What does that food do? I feel like, from what I remember, that's a special dish, isn't it? It's like the egg. Where are the eggs here? Tevat egg, no. This thing? I don't know if it's this thing. Tevat fried egg? I don't know. Like maybe one of these. So if you ate one of these, then of course you'd be alive. It's a revival food, right? It's a revival food. Of course you would be brought back to life. Oh no, I cut that one off a little too short. I did not get the Xilonen skill there, because I only managed to hit one normal attack, but I swapped off a little too early before the second normal attack hit. Certain amount of turns. From what I know, Ali, HSR has many forms of endgame. Like in Genshin, we have 2, right? From what I remember, I think in HSR that you have like 5 or something or more. 3 endgame. Oh, okay. There's 3. I thought there was more. You know, I wish they would just release like Abyss Endless mode or something. You know? Like I mean like Plants vs Zombies had this figured out in like before 2010. Whatever year Plants vs Zombies came out. Right? Plants vs Zombies had this figured out. So there would be the regular stages, right? From 1-1 until whatever the last stage is. And then after that, you would get to unlock the endless mode. So I wish they would just unlock endless mode Abyss. You know, like where you would just keep going until you can't kill the number of the target number of enemies within the allotted time. Okay, I think that's below 20%. Infinite mode is terrible. Whales will be stuck all day trying to get a higher number. Yeah, like that doesn't matter to us. There are no leaderboards in Genshin anyway. Why is my... Oh, ER's fine. For some reason, I'm struggling on ER. That's fine. Like it's better that the whales are stuck in Abyss just trying to get a bigger number than whales having nothing to do. Right? Wouldn't that be better? Wouldn't that be better for the game? Because like whales have whale friends. Right? They have this like... Right? Like the whales have whale friends. They have some whales have like this like whale like friend circle, right? And because there's no, at least in the current form of Genshin Impact, there are no official leaderboards, right? There are no official leaderboards, so there would be the only way for the competitive people to compete with each other would be locally, right? Would be in person with their like IRL friends, right? So they'd be measuring each other's hoo-hoos based on their biggest numbers, right? But they only do it in person. They don't do it online. Now the problem with and like why people are just generally more toxic online than they are in person, right? Is because when you flex on someone in person versus when you flex on someone online is very different. Because in person, you now have like the... Oh jeez, this thing's annoying. Why is this thing so jumpy? This is the stupidest enemy I've ever seen. So, when you flex on someone in person, now you have an incentive to just not be a total jerk about it. You can flex, sure, but because you're this, like, you never know, right? Like, this person might actually get mad at you and actually hit you in the face if you flex and you be a jerk about it, right? Then you're actually gonna hold back on how much of a jerk you're gonna be when you're flexing versus when you do it online. So that's what is that, like two birds with one stone, right? We give whales something to do, and when they flex on each other, they're not gonna be as big of a jerks as they would be if they were flexing online. Whose account is this? They do not have Jade Spear. Yeah, yeah, my second account. My second and third accounts do not have Jade Spear. Unfortunately, it sucks. I hate it. But hey, thank goodness White Tassel is such a good weapon for Arlecchino. I saw someone clear Last Abyss with Kaya, Barbara, and Kali. That used to be what, I don't know what Enviosity does nowadays. What does he do nowadays anyway? But yeah, something like that, right? Like, wait, Kaya, Barbara, and Kali? Those are standard characters. That might have been Enviosity. I don't know if Envy still does that, but that's something that he used to do. I don't know if he still does that though. Only 3 characters? That sounds like a very Enviosity thing to do. Was it Enviosity? It could have been Enviosity, but again, I don't know if he still does that kind of thing. I don't even know if he still plays Genshin. Oops. Hope RJ doesn't mind us having our own completely separate conversation here. Hey, you know what? I don't mind. Here, now, I don't know how, what, like, chat rate in live streams on YouTube does for me, but it can't be bad, right? It can't be. I imagine YouTube doesn't hate people chatting more in somebody's live stream on YouTube. I imagine that's, you know, it's not something that they don't want. Or sorry, I imagine that's, yeah, I imagine that's not something that they don't want, right? So sure, as long as you guys aren't spamming or whatever, I kind of don't care. And Mondays to me kind of feel a lot more, I don't know. They took the fun out of Mondays when they removed weeklies. Like the fact that I can't do weekly bounties and weekly requests anymore. That added like another like 20 to 30 minutes of stuff for me to do every Monday. And not only that, it also gave me like 150k Mora every week. So I thought that was cool. But now, no. Maybe not many people were doing their weeklies. Maybe that's why Hoyo thought they just removed the weeklies. Ooh, wow, that hit really hard. Man, I hate it when he does this attack. It's just so annoying. It was not him. Really? It was not Enviosity. Surprising. I mean, you know, it's the Genshin community for I guess even from the very beginning has been quite full of these like just dumb challenges in the game. Like standard only, a standard character only, abyss run, or you know, stuff like that. So I guess it's not too surprising that that was not Enviosity, that was somebody else, because like you bet there's probably like a couple of hundred to maybe even 1,000 people out there doing the same challenges. Was not even a close clear. He had a decent amount of time left. Wow, really? Must have been a really well built Kaya. So, sorry. Kaya, Kali, and Barbara on the same team, right? What synergy does that team even have? Well, obviously, Freeze. A Bloom? The Bloom team? Uh-oh. Frozen enemies, permanent hydro on them, used to generate a ton of dendro. Ah, okay, yeah. I guess that, yeah, that's true. Question though. How well would that same strategy work against a single target boss? I imagine not very well, but yeah, Last Abyss was one of the easier abysses we've had in a while. And that was thanks to Yumemizuki. Yumemizuki's damage ceiling being very low reduced I like, did Spiral Abyss change yet? Like, did they change the lineup? I haven't checked yet. Yeah, Yumemizuki's damage ceiling being very low really really turned down Spiral Abyss last time. It would work against bosses because they can't be frozen. You mean wouldn't work? Japanese community really likes Mizuki. Oh, I mean, like, it's, you know, right? She's an Inazuma character, right? And she shows off quite a significant sorry, what's it called? Part of Japanese culture, right? She's Inazuman. Inazuma's sort of Japan-based. Oh my god. I hate it when that happens. It's so stupid. That's happened to me so many times. Why doesn't it happens to me so often, right? But for some reason I haven't heard anyone talk about I haven't heard anyone talk about that stupid like interaction between Arlecchino and the Narwhal boss. Like, does it really only happen to me? I highly doubt it only happens to me. I haven't seen anyone's shorts of that happening to them. But it happens to me almost every run. You first. Okay, wait. Oh man, give me a reason why I shouldn't like Xianyun. Xianyun's great. You it's such a refreshing addition to the game, is what Xianyun does. Because like every character in the game has their own specific playstyle, right? Like especially on-field damage dealers. But what Xianyun does is Xianyun's existence makes it so that every single whether it's an on-field damage dealer or even a support now has one additional playstyle. And it's just so refreshing, like seeing Arlecchino normal attack plunge, where normally you would really only do that with Zhao, and same with Hu Tao. Hu Tao used to only be able to use Hu Tao with like just spam charged attacks, right? Charged attack dash, charged attack dash, charged attack dash, because I have T1. But with thanks to Xianyun, and I guess like some local legends, the certain local legends in Fontaine that allow you to plunge up, plunge higher, new playstyle. It's so refreshing. Xianyun, Furina, C6 Bennett is the best trio. Yeah, I love it. Like I don't play it very often, but when I do, man, it is like some of the most fun I have I've had playing Genshin in the last couple of years. Just using like whoever, not any character, because obviously like only certain weapon types can be infused with Bennett C6. But it is so fun. It's fun to play plunge. I sometimes play plunge, and it's so fun. Yeah, but like Xianyun makes it more fun though, right? Because like I've always hated the plunge playstyle, but that wasn't because I hated plunge. That was because I hated Zhao's like because for the longest time the only way to play Zhao was just as a plunge DPS, right? And I guess even until now, that's the only way to make him an end game viable on field damage dealer, is using him as a plunge DPS. And especially back then, we had much fewer enemies that didn't get staggered away from you when you did a plunge or like an attack that had heavy poise damage. Hey, what's up, Mr. J? How you doing, man? And it was just so annoying, especially because like, uh, so okay, now the Vishaps did not come right after Zhao's release, but they did come quite soon, quite soon after Zhao's release. Like first, it was the new big Vishaps, like the big Geo Vishaps, not the boss, but just the regular big ones. Because from the beginning of the game, the only Vishaps we had at the time were the Geo Vishap hatchlings, right? And like those weren't not cringe to fight. Well, they had their own problems. They had their own problems. Um, but the regular Vishaps, the big ones, the big brother Vishap, Geo Vishaps, were really annoying to fight because whenever you did like an attack, whenever you hit them with an attack that did a lot of big poise damage, they would just get staggered backwards, which means uh, away from you, right? Even if you and because they're colliders, right? Because their character models, their designs, their the models, the 3D models were so big, and of course their colliders were also so big. So even if you group them up together, which was not very hard, right? Because like they're always chasing after you. Even if you have them like grouped up as tightly as possible, whenever you did a high poise damage attack, they would just ungroup, like after one or two heavy poise damage attacks, and it was so annoying to deal with that. That was the main reason why I hated plunge playstyle back then. But in Xianyun's case, by the time Xianyun came out, we already had so many enemies that were just non-staggerable, right? Like you couldn't stagger them, and like some that you could stagger didn't really get staggered away from you. They just got staggered. It would just stop attacking for a bit, and because a lot of the characters that you could have fun with and play as a plunge DPS did not really like, because they weren't designed to be a plunge DPS, you could actually just use them as a non-plunge DPS, like Hu Tao or like for example, if you wanted to plunge attack with them, okay, run Xianyun, and even if you did run Xianyun with them, because plunge is not their like design, right? That wasn't how they were intended to be played. That's not actually the strongest I guess mathematically strongest way to play them, It's not the most optimal way to play them, which means it doesn't feel terrible. You're not going to lose out on damage by not playing them as a plunge DPS, even if you have them on a team with Xianyun. His plunges? You mean Zhao's? I just hate Zhao for being Animo. What's wrong with Animo? I'll take Animo best element. Well, if you include VV in that argument, then yeah, Animo is well, I guess with Dendro's release, that's debatable now. But back then, man, like like Animo was undoubtedly the best element in the game before Dendro. Like, I'm not saying Dendro is the best element in the game now. I'm just saying that it's, you could argue for either. Zyok's cursed that domain? Which domain? Like, can we all just grieve about how good Zhao's enhanced normal attacks look? Enhanced normal attacks look. Okay. Oh, yeah. I agree with you. They look so cool. They look so cool that I wish his normal attacks had, like, they don't have to have like broken multipliers, but like I wish that his normal attacks, like normal attacking on Zhao in his like infused form, was actually somewhat comparable to his plunge playstyle, so that you could just build your Zhao really well and just decide like, well, I'm not in the mood to plunge today, and these enemies aren't that strong, so I don't need all my DPS. So I'll just decide to like take a 10% damage DPS loss, so that I could actually have fun and just play not how I usually do. Right? Change things up. But I don't want to use a different character. I want to use this character because I like this character. What's wrong with my mic? I just didn't. Can anybody hear me? I went quiet for a little bit there, but I don't think that was too long. Yep, all you want. Plunge Fischl for the Plunge Fischl, huh? Sorry, I meant Plunge Noel. Oh, Plunge Noel. Okay, that's actually, yeah. It's actually like a usable character there. Plunge Noel. Granted, you actually had like a good build on your Noel, because like she's a 4-star, right? So like her base stats aren't that high to begin with because she's a 4-star, and because she's a day 1 character, her multipliers aren't that high. So you'd actually have to have a really good build to make her end game viable. Although what's funny though is, so earlier we were talking about is Xianyun, Furina, Bennett, the Xianyun, Furina, Bennett, trio, and it's actually so stupid that you could play Zhao as a DPS, vape plunge DPS, thanks to that team, and it's actually kind of strong. I don't know the math on it. I don't know the math on it. I don't know whether it's stronger than regular like Animo Zhao. If it is, it'd be even funnier, I think. Uh, Oops. No, not that one. C6 Furina plunge is the dream for me, or C6 Kaja plunge. Oh man, dude, my friend, my friend's a whale, right? Like his account's a whale account. I don't know if he foresaw this. Like, wait, who came out first? Did Xianyun come out first before Furina? I do. Okay, I know that should not be very difficult to remember. Hey, what's up, Astar? How you doing, man? But my friend has C6 Kazuha and C6 Furina. I have not tried C6 Furina plunge DPS, but C6 Zhao with Xianyun, C6 Bennett and Furina is just, oh man, I have goosebumps right now, like thinking back to the times that I used that team. It's so good. Furina 4.2, Xianyun 4.4. Okay. So he did not C6 Furina because of Xianyun then, but yeah, I think it's great that he C6 Furina for that reason. Release date for 5.5 would be next week, Wednesday, a star. Next week, Wednesday. If you are in the Western Hemisphere, if you're in the Americas, North America or South America, then that would be Tuesday afternoon. No, Tuesday evening for you. Yeah, but if you're in the Eastern Hemisphere, did I say hemisphere? uh, if you're in the East, if you're in the East, then it would be Wednesday morning. If you're in Europe or in the Middle East, then well, sorry, but that's midnight for you. Every time I one tap enemy with Furina's plunge. Furina C6 is just my favorite. Her slashes look so pretty. I never really paid attention to what her C6 looks like, but it's good. It's really good. Occasionally, I use it to just finish off an enemy, like on my friend's account, to just finish off an enemy if Nivelet doesn't have any more orbs, or like the skill's still on cooldown, and I don't want to use the burst because like I want to save the energy. Oh no. I don't know why, but I just prefer this one here. Mm.
そんなポーションで大丈夫？問題ありません。多分。
Any news for the next banner? Not yet. Well, no 4 stars yet, but we know the 5 stars and we know one 4 star. Did you not watch the special program, a star? Okay, I get it. Sorry, it's just surprising to me that, like, so how many people don't watch the Genshin special programs? Because like they give out 300 primo gems, right? Every special program.
そんなポーションで大丈夫？一番いいポーションをお願いします。
But yeah, who was it again? Varesa, new 5 star, new Natlan 5 star, plunge on field DPS. And Xianyun on the first half, and Iansan as well, the 4 star as one of the 4 stars, new 4 star from Natlan. And what was it? Venti and Xilonen rerun on the second half. I am so going for Xilonen's weapon on the on this account, on my main account. I really hope I don't get another Elegy. I guess like I wouldn't be mad if I got a second Elegy. I wouldn't be mad, I think. It's a good weapon. I could R2 this, or I could just have like a spare so that I could have 2 Elegies. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. But I would prefer not to spend more primos than necessary. Don't need to watch the special program. Just for the primos, the codes are published on Hoyo automatically. People just don't watch the program because it's cringe AF. It is kind of cringe, especially. So now it's just completely scripted, right? Like everything is just 100% scripted, and the hosts don't even like go off script, and pretend to seem like real people. And obviously they are. Obviously they are real people. What was this again? That one. And what was this again? Shangling? There. Oh, no. Am I missing something? What am I missing? Oh, right. There. How do we know they're real people, RJ? Okay. Well, because they have really convincing AI avatars that, not all of them stream, right? But some of them do, and they're quote unquote real faces that show up on screen seem realistic enough. You know, I don't know. I know they could be AI generated, but uh, hey, you know, you gotta believe in people somehow, right? You gotta believe in people sometimes. You don't have to believe in people all the time, but you gotta believe in them sometimes. I don't care about New Natlan area. I just want to know when we'll be done with this nation. You know, I don't mind the new map. At least like from what I've seen of the new map from the special program, I don't mind it because there's a lot of flat land, and it doesn't look annoying to explore. Now there is the part where it seems like it's gonna require a bunch of flying, and I'm not excited to explore that part of the map. But at least like the volcano part, because at least like it doesn't look like we're gonna get stuck on pebbles a lot, and that's the part that I don't mind. Although I'm not looking forward to exploring the same map 4 times. So, but hey, we got something to do. We got something to do. So I'm okay with that. Have you tried the new Abyss? I will actually try it in the next couple of minutes here, Shinrin. I'm just finishing up the event here on my main account. I haven't done it yet on the main account at all because, like, well, I'm literally doing it right now so that I have footage of it for maybe potential use, potential future use. Oh. I'm not looking forward to doing the same thing 4 times, but it's something to do. That's peak mental illness speaking. No, that's you know what that's what's speaking? You know what that is speaking? That's boredom speaking. Well, for me, not necessarily boredom, just the anxiety of like thinking, "Hey, I have free time today. I could stream because I miss you guys. I just I want to stream more often, right? Because like I don't upload videos or shorts, so like how else am I gonna grow the channel, right? Because like I'm just too lazy or too stupid to work on videos and shorts. Right, and like thinking that, oh, okay, well, all right, well, let's get the stream ready, and then like I ask myself, okay, what am I gonna do? Dailies, like for 20 minutes passed, dailies are finished, resin is used up, already did the event, Abyss and Imaginarium haven't reset yet. Now what do I do for the next at least hour and a half? Bro, you can stream anything else. But okay, here, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I get it. Like, I can stream other video games. I can stream, like, what am I gonna, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do in on the stream? I'm gonna, I'm gonna be a reaction streamer. I'm gonna be a reaction streamer on YouTube. I'm gonna watch other people's videos and like and just grunt and like say haha or like haha that's funny and just like play somebody else's video. You're sweet, RJ, but you're still mentally ill. Hey, I never said I'm not. Right? I never said I'm not. I think Mr. J means other games. Yeah, I know. But like, I don't really play other games. I play Genshin. I play StarCraft Brood War. But like in StarCraft Brood War, I literally don't even make a new game every time I play. For the last, I don't know, 6 months to a year, I've really only been like playing the same like saved game every single time. Now, granted, because it's because it's an RTS, there are no two games that are gonna be 100% exactly the same. The beginning might be very similar, but like towards later on, like towards the middle of the game and towards the end of the game, like no two games are exactly the same. But like with Brood War though, because it's an RTS, because like there's so much going on, right? Like I have to pay attention to like so many things. I can't like engage with chat very well because like I can't play an RTS and read chat. It's just not something that I'm capable of doing. Cue shocked face thumbnail. Shocked, yeah, exactly, right? And then like say shocked face thumbnail and then like in like big words on the thumbnail to say like okay, say I react to like some clips of Trump or something or Elon. Like and then like shocked face and then he really said that? He told her this. Right? Like stuff like that. Click. Stuff that'll generate clicks and views. Stream title: Genshin 5.5 thoughts. Stream topic: everything but Genshin 5.5. Hey, I did briefly talk about 5.5. About me not looking forward to exploring the map 4 times over. And who was it? I think it was a star. Yeah, a star. Yeah, a star. Oh, hey, it's Happy. What's up, Happy? How are you doing, man? A star asked a while back about like any news on the banners, and then I talked about it a little bit. Then it's like okay, like thumbnail. No, not thumbnail. Stream title fulfilled. I talked about it. We're done. Let's move on.
人生の道はまさに未知。くれぐれも悔いのない選択を。
reacting to stuff doesn't have to be inherently cringe. Yeah, I know, I know. There's a healthy way to actually to properly do react content. If you're too stupid to make shorts, you can send me some files to cut if you want. Wait, really? So my problem with editing videos is, so at the very beginning, like some of my earliest like videos, no, a lot of my earliest videos, um, I edited it. Oh man, I don't even remember the name of the software anymore. It's on my. Is it still on my laptop? Yeah. Oh wait, no, it is. It is. Yeah, it's still on my laptop. I don't remember the name of the software anymore. It's like a pretty old, uh, open source. Well, I don't know if it's open source, but it's freeware, right? It's freeware. It's pretty old, freeware video editing software, but it has very little support. Like hardly anyone uses it, and it hardly gets any updates. So like, uh, it looks, and the way that the way it works, and the way you do anything in the software feels very outdated. It feels very outdated. But I edited a lot of my earliest videos on that thing, and so a little while back, I also edited, I believe, one short and a few videos using Blender, like the 3D software Blender, and it was okay. It wasn't bad, but I just like the Blender is just not very known. Like it's just not very feature packed. And I've been thinking about installing DaVinci Resolve. I've been thinking about installing DaVinci Resolve and then like editing videos off of that. Uh, but I don't know. It's daunting to me because from what I understand, DaVinci Resolve it's a professional level tool. It's like up there with like Adobe stuff. And I just like I'm scared. I'm scared that I will install. Spend time downloading and installing it. I'll spend time like fiddling around, like looking up some tutorials to do this, to do that, etc. And then like in the end, I just end up deciding, man, this is too hard for me. I'm too stupid to do this, so I just end up not even using it. Yeah, stupid, really. Man, okay. Oh, dude. Okay, well, that's gonna be a bit more of a conversation. Okay, okay. I'll we'll have to talk about that. We'll have to talk about that in a more private setting. But yeah, good. Hey, Happy. How you doing, man? How's your health doing? Okay, I don't remember this one very well. Um, no, this one. Yeah, and then. Hang on, what was this again? Search for missing her. Okay, that one. This one. Oh no. And that one. And you. And this. And that. And this. Slogan. I think that's right. Oh, wait. This is wrong. That's wrong. Oh. Wait, what? No. Wait, where's the... Oh yeah, Linny and Lynette. Okay. There they are. That's great. I just got me a copy of Sony Vegas though. Yeah, like what is how much do you know about video editing softwares, Mr. J? Like, what do you think about the most popular, like the most mainstream ones, like the most mainstream professional video editing softwares that have a free version? Like, what are your thoughts on them? Because like whenever I've googled like top this top that like video editing softwares before, and like spent quite some time like just trying to sift through different people's thoughts on their differences, like especially the free versions of their free versions. And I just obviously they can't, like I don't want to have to go through like somebody's video where they like go through every single detail of like every single feature to differentiate all of them, because that would be like a 4 to 6 hour video, I think. And I doubt anyone's made a video like that. Yeah, it's just been hard trying to figure out like, and I guess like the best way to do it is just to give each one a try until I find the one that feels the most suited for me. RJ, play other games. Hoyo behind him. Sorry. Oh, okay, that's funny. That's funny. No, that's not Hoyo behind me. It's like the angel and the devil, right? Like the angel, the angel on my shoulder, one of my shoulders, like looks like RJ, like an angel version of RJ, saying like, no, stick to what you're playing now because you hardly have enough time. Because if you play any more video games than you do now, then you won't have any time to do actual IRL stuff, and to like, to do actual IRL stuff, which would be unhealthy in the long term. And then like my other shoulder, the devil. I'm not saying Hoyo's the devil, right? Like with the other side, the temptation, play our other video games. What are you doing? You want more stuff to stream, right? So you definitely want to play our video games. It's okay, RJ. The editing software can't hurt you. Hey, I'm glad to hear that, Happy. How's life treating you, man? It's been a while since you've been here. Right, you haven't been here a lot in quite some time. How's school? Or are you working already now? I haven't been following any developments that regard in that regard. I just got me a full version of Sony Vegas and used it since. Most of the time, I hear people like when with the topic on the topic of video editing software. Most of what I hear people talk about are Adobe stuff and Apple stuff. That's I would say like a good 80 to 85% of when I hear people talk about what they use, and like them talking about like, I don't know, like either like talking about video editing software or just joking about it. Those are like the top two. Yeah, yeah. But then at the same time, I also hear like 95% of the time, whenever somebody talks about Adobe stuff, they just, it sounds like they hate it. They hate it, but they have no choice. That's what they sound like whenever I hear somebody talk about Adobe stuff. It just sounds like they hate it so much. Same for Apple. Well, I I get the Apple hate, and I myself, I'm not an Apple fan myself, but I don't hear as many people that do talk about the Apple. What's Apple's video editing software called again? I don't know. Um, I don't hear as many people that do talk about Apple's video editing software complain about it as much as they do Adobe. Not yet. I see, I see. By the way, Happy, what are you taking up in college, if you don't mind me asking? They do have a choice, though. They just choose to keep talking it up. They're taking it up, sorry, taking it up the rear. What's that you say? You're not an Apple? That's crazy. Did I say that? I'm pretty sure I said fan. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just thought it.
霊気を身にまとった給湯樹がその上に鎮座していた。説得してもいい？ちょっと待った。いくらなんでも植物相手に説得は無理がないかい？大丈夫よ。今回は植物対話のスキルを持ってるから。
Whatever, the clips will provide evidence.
恥じった給湯樹は地面に潜り込み、あなたたちに宝物を差し出した。
自由な冒険、楽しさ無限大。
ようこそテーブルトークシアターの世界へ。
Also, speaking of Adobe stuff, so, photo editing though. Photo editing, now I understand, like, actual, like, professionals, they need, like, all the features, all the photo editing features that are, like, that exist out there. But for, like, a regular person who just needs to like properly crop something every now and then, or like to I don't know, like just basic editing, right? Basic edit, it just needs to do some basic editing every now and then. There are so many like free browser based photo editors nowadays, and they're actually pretty good. At least again, you know, basic features. Well, not so basic features, but like just not the most advanced features. And I think it's more than enough for a regular dude that just needs to do a touch up every now and then. I wonder if we'll get a video editor version of that in the future. A browser-based video editor. At this point, I'm kind of surprised that we don't have more programs that are browser-based. Because, so okay, photo editors, right? They're actually pretty decent and browser based, right? And now I've been a gamer for, well, a pretty big chunk of my life now, coming out like somewhere around like 20-ish years now. But I'm not the type of gamer that plays a lot of games, so I don't have the biggest like video game vocabulary out there. but I do know of at least a couple of games that were originally like they had to be .exe programs to properly run from before, but now they have proper browser based versions of them, and they're fine. They're perfectly fine. Now, what is stopping AAA video game developers from just making their AAA video games run on a browser? Oh, RJ, games beyond Genshin and StarCraft, amazing. I mean, I did say that I play. I have. It's not like I've been hiding the fact that I play this game called Dragonbound, which is basically a private server version of Gunbound. This like really old turn-based game from my childhood days. And now I don't play this other one. This other one called So the other one's Flife, and I played it for a pretty decent chunk of my high school and college life. And the official Philippine servers have been dead for several years now. But the international server is still up and running. I don't know how well it's doing, but it's still up and running. But now they also have a browser-based version of the game from the official developers themselves, not just from somebody who licensed the IP. They call it Flife Universe, and it's just completely 100% browser-based. What was that name? Dragonbound? It's a private server version of this old turn-based game called Gunbound. And the other one was Flife, like just Fly FF, because like it's short for Fly for Fun. The name is cringe. I know, it's a cringe name. I still find the name cringe to this day. But I don't know what it is about the game, but I just like it very much. Flife, Fly FF, just in one word. It's short for Fly for Fun. And I think it's kind of stupid, but there's hardly any flying that happens in the game. Like flying there's no flying combat. Well, technically there is, but like it basically doesn't exist. Hardly anyone ever I guess like everyone has to do it at some point, but only like for a quest, for one or two quests, and then never again. There is like especially in the very older versions of the game, you will certainly be flying at least once every day for transportation. But there's not like I don't know, I wouldn't call it fun. Like there's nothing fun about the flying. It's just a faster way to walk to get from point A to point B. Is what it is. So like, and that's why I still think the name is cringe. It's terrible. Yeah, it's a game from the 2005. Wouldn't gliding be faster? It is essentially because the aesthetic is very similar to Genshin. It's very like the aesthetic, like the color schemes are very like cartoonish and like vibrant. The like they're in a similar like magic type kind of world. It also there's also a bunch of like background lore, like they put in some effort to like put in some background like world building lore, but it doesn't really like there's no like there's a bunch of quests in the game, but it doesn't there's no story. There's no story. So it's just like some background lore that you can read, that you could choose to like talk to certain NPCs, and like they tell you this lore this, lore that. But it really they didn't really put in any much more effort into the game's like world building lore. Its age is no excuse for the cringe. We had lots of good games in 2005. Yeah, but those are AAA games. This one's I don't know where the developer is from though. I'm still confused by like who the actual developer is, because like there's always two names that are like mentioned everywhere. It's an MMORPG. It's obviously not a AAA game, as you can see. And what I like about it is that so similar to Genshin, right? Where like so in Genshin it's a little more like you actually have to play well not well, but like you actually have to at least be practiced, right? Like you have to know what characters go well together, what a good rotation would be, how to fight certain enemies and stuff. But a majority of what gets you further up in endgame in Genshin is a lot of preparation, right? Knowing what stuff to farm for, what artifacts to farm for, what weapons to save up for, what characters to save up for, etc., etc., right? So it's a lot of preparation and inventory management. And now I hate the inventory management part of Genshin, especially because like I hate having to deal with artifacts. Artifacts just I hate them. One of there's some of the Genshin artifact RNG is one of the things that I hate the most like on Earth. But the preparation phase, like I like preparing and like building up to something that makes me permanently stronger, and either like moves me up that end game ladder or helps make that end game easier for me. And that's sort of what you do with life. It's a little less skill based, especially once you have really strong gear, especially in PvE. PvE hardly needs skill. But I still like it. I still like that you can really feel the benefits of your preparation, like knowing what gear to farm for this class, for this job type, for this class, what gear to farm for, like to use for this enemy type, etc., etc., and like having to farm to upgrade it to max, etc. Like I like it. It's now it is a lot more because it's an MMORPG. It's a way more tedious version of Genshin, because like Genshin, even if you want to keep playing, once you don't have any more resin, then like you got no choice. You there's nothing to do in the game anymore. You have to log out. There's really nothing to do. In an MMORPG, the grind is way more serious. And Flife does not have bots. Like there's at least at the time, like in the past, there was no way to use a farming bot for Flife. Now there were a couple, but they were often very quickly shut down by the developers. So that's why hardly anyone used bots at the time, because like it was just way too much effort to like make one or to set it up, and the risk was just a lot higher because the developers were actively trying to get rid of bots. Farming bots. So it just wasn't worth people's time and effort anymore. But yeah, since it's an MMORPG, it's just uh, it's hard to play as a working to play an MMORPG as a working adult. I'm not sure. Like, did they change the lineup? Oh God. Oh, well, okay. I guess they did change up the lineup. Wait, that's very surprising to me. Have they ever done that before? So, so as far as I remember, at least as far as I remember, they've really only ever changed the Abyss lineup once the banners, the banners switch over to a different set of banners. Right? Like whether it be like the banners from one patch to the next patch or the first half of a patch to the next half of a patch. And then once the banners are already changed and then Abyss resets, that's when they change the Abyss lineup. But because like I remember that they did this quite a few times in recent history where Abyss resets and then a few days later the banners change because like second half of the same patch, but they didn't change the lineup to suit the second phase 5 stars because the banners didn't change when Abyss reset yet. And like I don't know who these hang on, who are Wriothesley and Furina, right? Is this for Wriothesley and Furina? I'm assuming this is for Wriothesley and Furina. Okay. Wait, is that the boss? Emperor of Fire and Iron. That's the boss, isn't it? Fascinating. But have you played Red Alert or Heroes of Might and Magic? Uh, I don't know what Heroes of Might and Magic are. I've played Red Alert once because my friend asked me to, and he was treating me. Like he paid for my 1 hour at an internet cafe once before. Um, we played together. I had no idea what I was doing. We were like, we didn't even get to finish a game. Like we just played for an hour. We just played for an hour at an internet cafe. He treated me to it, and we were just playing against a bot. We both got massacred, and then that was the end of the game. I guess. Wait, what is this thing? What is this thing? Is this the thing that makes you plunge? No, I don't think so. Okay, that's odd. So if this Abyss lineup was for Furina and Wriothesley, why would they put this thing here? This thing needs Dendro and Electro. That's really odd. Play GTA Vice City and San Andreas. Oh man. Oh man. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. Vice City. I have played through Vice City. Oh, you know what? I've never actually finished Vice City, like the story, the main story. Man, I don't even remember where I stopped. I remember like killing the cartel dude, Gonzalez, I think. I remember that, like when I went to his mansion, I went all stealth mode and stuff. Like I was snooping around and like eventually I had to fight him. But I never got to do too many missions with the blind Asian dude in the other city. I did a few, but not too many. And I never got to the point where I had to go into the military base to take the jetpack. I've really only ever seen it in like on YouTube, but I never got to do that. Vice City, or sorry, no, that's San Andreas. That's stupid. Okay, no, that's San Andreas. But yeah, I've never gotten the chance to finish Vice City, like the story mode, and San Andreas. San Andreas, I was way further from being finished with San Andreas. The San Andreas is really big. Furina Riz first half. I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Cause like Electro, okay, Hydro for this thing, Cryo, I guess can be for this thing, I guess, and then second half can be whatever. Okay. How about? I kind of don't. Wait, what is this thing? Why can't I remember what that thing is? What? Oops. Is that this thing? Wait. Where's the boss here? Huh? Oh, huh? Oh, huh? What? Was it he? Was it always here? Am I stupid? For some reason, I remember this boss being here. Why do I remember that boss being here? This is so weird. Okay. No, that's not the same thing. Oh, wait, it's the one in Natlan? Is it this thing? Oh, yeah. Okay. It is this thing. Right, so I'm gonna need Xilonen. Or at least Kazuha, maybe, for that thing. How y'all doing today? Hey, what's up, Kave? Kave? Did you just say Kave? Kave? I'm doing alright, man. I'm doing alright. Trying to figure out... Oh, why am I even looking up for, like, floor 12 lineup? I'm not even done with floor 11 yet. Okay, any elements I need to be aware of? No, not really. Okay, sure. Alright. Hmm... Maybe I could use... Yeah, I think I'll use Hyper Bloom here. I haven't used Hyper Bloom in a while. New Abyss is kind of harder than 5.4 Abyss. I haven't tried it. This is my first time going through it yet. So I haven't tried it yet. First time going through, so I don't know yet. I ran Mawika second half and Cappuccino double Hydro first half on Floor 12? Wait, 31 stars? Hey, didn't you 36 star the last Abyss? Or like, I feel like I remember you, if it wasn't you, then like, maybe it was someone. 36 starring Abyss for the first time somewhat recently. Is it true 8M HP and floor 12? Don't know actually. How do people figure out how much HP enemies in Genshin have, by the way? 35 star story. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I remember now. Yeah, that was you. But yeah, 35 stars. Go finish both Vice City and San Andreas. Genshin can wait. Oh man. Oh man, no. Now you got me thinking about it. You got me thinking about it, man. Because, like, the last time I tried it, I was a stupid kid that had no idea what it was doing. So it was gonna take me way long to like finish it because like I was too stupid to figure out stuff. But now that like I'm not as stupid anymore, you actually got me thinking now. I kind of wanna play San Andreas and Vice City again, and I want to do it properly this time. San Andreas, I'm a little less enthusiastic about playing because like there are, especially some of the much later missions, there were quite a few missions that were either really hard to do or just impossible to play if you didn't like rank up your like certain stats, like your shooting stat or like your swimming stat or something. And I don't know. I kind of find that part of San Andreas like it's cool. I think it's cool. It's creative, but like it's tedious. Like having to just grind out your stats, like in the gym, or like eating the right food. I can't clear this abyss. The amount of damage you deal is equal to the HP of the boss. The amount of damage you deal is equal to HP of the boss. So, okay, I guess how people figure it out is like they record themselves and then they go frame by frame and like add all the damage that they see on the screen. Is that how people figure it out? Flying school was a real bottleneck for me. Oh my god, the flying things. Oh. Oh no. Man, you know what? You just reminded me of one of the missions that I spent the longest time in Vice City. It was the one where like I had to plant bombs using like an RC helicopter. Cause like, okay. Now I don't remember what the controls are, like the flight controls are on in GTA 5, but in Vice City, you need a numpad if you don't want to make it cringe. But I played Vice City, like for the majority of Vice City, on my old Dell laptop. Like by the way, 4:3 aspect ratio. Right, like from like 2005. Because the screen was broken, connected via VGA cable to a CRT monitor. Oh, ooh, did not take this into account. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to plunge my way out. Oh God, that thing hits pretty. It's pretty hard. Well, that's not gonna work. I did not think about this very well. Okay, and because I played it on laptop, I was also using the laptop keyboard, and I did not have a external keyboard hooked up to it. And obviously, laptops, at least that kind of laptop, in that age, did not have numpads. So it was not the most ideal thing anyone could do. Well, that hurts. Having to fly a helicopter that seems to have been whose controls seem to have been optimized for numpad only. Yeah. I don't even want to think about how much time I spent on that mission. But hey, I was a kid. So I was a kid. I had all the time in the world. So I had a blast. Now, like, I'm thinking about spending that much time on it now. Obviously, I'm very likely not going to spend that much time on the same mission. But thinking about spending that much time on missions like that in GTA San Andreas and Vice City, it's making me cringe right now. Like all the stuff that I have to do. And not in the game, but like IRL stuff. You know, like that. Did you play GTA 3? No, actually. No, I did not play GTA 3. I remember getting a copy of it from someone. I don't know if I still have it. But I remember getting a copy of it from someone. But I never played it. I never even opened it. And I wanted to, but I got myself a copy of it, but it was like already at the point in my life where I was already like in adult mode. Like by the time that I get home, I'm already too tired, so I just fall asleep, and then when I wake up, I get ready for work. Like I was already in that part of life. It would have been way smoother if it was introduced properly. Especially because before that mission, you get 0 chances to mess around with planes. Oh, man. I wish all you replaced I'll hate them VA with... What? Kave, would you care to explain? I played it on release on PlayStation. You know how terrible aiming was? Oh my god. I did. Wow, really? You played GTA 3? Okay. 3 is absolutely worth getting still. Just add a few quality of life mods. I've really only ever seen GTA 3 in videos. And honestly, it doesn't look so bad. Like it's you know, clearly it doesn't look modern, right? But it doesn't look so outdated even in 2025. GTA 2 also holds up real well for what it is. Wait, what does GTA 2 look like again? Is GTA 2 still top down? Oh, it is still top down. Okay. GTA 1, GTA 2. Never got to play them. I've really only ever seen them in videos. GTA 4 also no. I remember getting a copy of it from someone. I remember like one Friday night I had time. So like I opened it up, did a few missions, um, for like an hour, maybe 2 hours, and then after that I never had the chance to keep playing. So, Thriller, you still in chat, man? You said you couldn't clear the abyss? This abyss? That's kind of surprising to me, man. Okay, this thing's gonna be annoying, isn't it? So I need, in case this thing gets up on its thing. Oh wait, question: has anyone fought this boss in Abyss yet? Has this boss ever been in Abyss yet? I don't remember. Like, is its behavior exactly the same as the one in the overworld? First, two Saints Row were goated. I've never played Saints Row. I don't know why. Like, I just have this like, I see videos of it, and like, all I can think of is GTA clone. And again, dude, nothing against the developers, nothing against the game. It's like, for all I know, it could be a great game. But because in my mind it has that image, it just doesn't seem good to me. I don't know. Again, I could be completely wrong. I've never played it. I've barely seen clips of it, of gameplay of it, and so I have no idea. It just has that image in my mind. Same as the overworld, but someone that can climb the rock platforms it creates. Bring someone. Okay. Someone that can leap, teleport, or create a construct you can climb. Yeah, yeah, like Zhongli, or obviously I have Xilonen, so like I could use that. Uh, or even Kazuha. But I find it really. This is so cringe. Like, look at this, right? This thing, I need. So either Electro and Dendro, or at the very least Electro, or neither, and just hope that I can kill it fast enough before it hides. Uh, Now this thing, not I don't it's not like necessary to like have Dendro or Pyro against it. Sorry, not Dendro, Electro or Pyro against it, but it would just be nice to have it. But then this thing, the most comfy way for me to fight this thing would be if I had Xilonen. But if I had Xilonen, so obviously my best team, the best team available to me that uses Xilonen is Furina and Villette. But I can't use Furina and Villette against this thing. This would be fine. This is so cringe. This is so this is really annoying. So Hydro for this thing. Pyro / Cryo for this thing. I don't think Furina has enough Hydro to deal with this thing though. Yeah. Okay. And then there's these things. So having okay, I guess double hydro Mawika slash so Mawika, Hutao, or Arlecchino. I think would be fine. The second half is still really weird for me. Lower end aggravate, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Lower end, wait. No. How about because like obviously my Chlorine C0, right? And my Raiden Shogun C3. So like it's Raiden Shogun is definitely stronger here. I don't know. I could be wrong. Again, like I remember people saying that Chlorine is stronger than Raiden Shogun as an on-field DPS. I keep forgetting about your Raiden. Me too, dude. I have not used Raiden Shogun in so long now. I don't use her in weekly boss fights anymore. I don't use her in domain fights. I haven't used her in Abyss in a really long time. Furina, Neuvillette, Kazuha, Shield. Shield? First half? Why Shield? So Furina, Neuvillette, what? Furina, Neuvillette, Kazuha, Shield? Furina, okay, like sure. Furina and Neuvillette are gonna deal with this guy pretty easily. But what about the Electrode, dude? I'm gonna need Pyro or Cryo for that thing. Yeah, I think I'll just go with double Hydro. Question now is, which of these three to take? I have 3 on-field Pyro damage dealers. And I don't know which one to use. I'm leaning more towards Arlecchino, because Arlecchino's Pyro uptime is a lot higher than Mawika's or Hutao's. Hutao definitely has the lowest Pyro uptime among these 3. I think Mawika isn't too far behind Pyro uptime, but if I mess up so badly, I could have like Arlecchino's uptime could be really low. Swirl the Pyro Abyss, dude. I don't know the layouts. Okay, I've never fought this before. I don't know the layouts yet. I don't know if they're gonna be if they're gonna spawn one after another. I don't know if they're gonna be next to each other. Because if they're not, if they spawn at the same time, but they're across the map, the ring, then like I don't think I can wait like 40 seconds for one to to take its time gliding towards the other one. I also keep forgetting I have Raiden. I don't know what it is. Maybe wait. If I'm remembering this correctly, Mr. Day, I think I remember you talking about your Raiden Shogun being like quite poorly built. I could be wrong. I might be remembering somebody else. Like so, let me know. Power Electro, it helps break Electro Shield. Okay, so like you guys are talking about swirling the shields so onto each other. So I'm assuming that these guys spawn next to each other. Or at least like somewhat next to each other. Okay. Okay. Oops. Alright, well, you guys have convinced me. I'm going for it. But wait, I need... okay. So I still need... well... Oh, you know what? Just put the team together. And then we'll worry about switching out characters later. So, at least Electro. I need at least Electro here. I need someone that can get me up there. The stone things. Okay. Okay. Support Mawika. Oh man. Support Mawika, huh? What am I doing? Oh man, what the heck am I doing? Oh, wait. Oh man, Chlorinde I think would be really fun here. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, you're built. Yeah, you're still built. Nice. Now, I don't know how well this is gonna work. But I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Oh wait, no, I do have a healer. Okay, this side though, 0 healers. So, Kazuha and Mawika, you guys better hold on tight. I think Neuvillette and Furina will be fine. They both have really high HP. First. No. No.
リスクは上がっているが支障ない
What? My thing expired. Oh no. It didn't expire. I only absorbed 2. That was not very hard, actually. And this thing's completely harmless as long as I stay outside. Alright, summon your thing. Okay, there you go.
だね。
じゃあ行くよ。はびこりなさい。
悪を見極め影を刈り尽くす射撃順。
痛くしちゃうかも。
影を撃つジャープを刈り撃つ。
Moika emotional support, yeah.
影のカラスが。
争点。
Okay, that wasn't too bad. It wasn't great, but it was also it wasn't too bad. Okay, I was worrying about the lectors a little bit too much. I did not realize that they would be spawned right next to each other.
討伐となるがいい。
Wait, what? The PMAs? Here? I did not notice that. Oops. You know, I have never fought the PMA with my Nivelet team. Come on. Okay, I did not swirl Hydro there. That's cringe.
私は帰ってきた。はっせい。そんな。
フォークをたたえよ。
Aoika does have airbags for it, yeah. Sure, sure. That's, you know,
姿を見せて。
pretty accurate. He has the airbags for it.
悪を見極め影を刈り尽くす。
覚えたわよ。夜の権限。
射撃順ジャープを刈り撃つ。
I keep pressing E before I Q on Chlorine, and I should not be doing that because I'm using up Chlorine's
はびこりなさい。
skill uptime to do the burst animation. Is Mawika even on Cinder City or the other one? Oh man, that would be the perfect time to put in to queue in the what was his name? Something Jameson. You know, like the guy in charge of the Daily Bugle, I think. Like, you know, the newspaper from Spider-Man. But then like not the other versions, but like the OG one. The OG version where it was Simon, oh dude, I don't remember his name. Great actor. Just cannot remember his name. The guy who voiced Tenzin, apparently. Tenzin from Avatar Korra.
私は下げず。
もう広めだ。
はっそれそこだ。
太陽の方向を。
71k. Okay, this is cringe. I'm swapping off. She's just there for Nivula to get Draconic stuck. Yeah, it's essentially. That's exactly what Mawika is there for, just for draconic stacks. Also, draconic stacks and just I just wanted to make sure that I had a pyro or cryo character, just in case I would have trouble with the electro lector. Because again, this is my first run, and I did not know the layout at all.
断罪の名に
Oh no no no! I keep swapping to you first.
覚えたわよ。
潔白を証明すると影を打つ。
夜の権限。じゃあ行くよ。痛くしちゃうかも。
悪を見極め影を狩り尽くす。蒼天
姿を見せよ。
Oh no! Oh man! I just used my skill. Okay, there.
影のカラスがどよめくシーン覚えたわよ。
潔白を証明すると影を打つ。はっそれ
私のお家にいらっしゃい。
邪悪を狩り打つ。射撃準備。
Man, Fischl and Chlorine, man, they wreck shop.
黒き翼よ。じゃあ行くよ。
潔白を証明すると蒼天
Okay, it's not terrible, but it's also not great. Like I think that's really cringe, right there. Now, granted, you are not locked into Xilonen for 12-3 Chamber 2. So you could make do with Zhongli or Kazuha maybe, or even Xianyun, maybe even Zhao, even Wanderer, I guess. But the Electro slash Dendro requirement for Chamber 2, Chamber 2 second half, and like that, like the kit requirement for Chamber 3 second half, it's not easy to fulfill. I had fun using Kaching against this boss. I can easily teleport up to the rocks. Also, I decided to crown for that. You deserve it, girl. She's my first ever 5-star, by the way. Oh yeah, me too. Actually, yeah. Kaching is my very first 5-star too. Probably made for an aggravate Varesa. It's possible. Oh, yeah. You're right, because like plunge. Okay, because so Varesa can clearly get up to those things, and okay, aggravate Varesa, Electro and Dendro covered. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That it's possible. It's possible. And the first half also isn't terrible for the current 5-stars. Yeah, for Wriothesley and Furina. Okay, that wasn't actually that bad. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. That was actually somewhat fun. Other than the not so easy team building choices I had to make, but otherwise it wasn't terrible. Dude, when you mentioned Kaching's name, after I already finished Chamber 3, I was sort of disappointed because I could have done the same thing too. Because, so I just, like, that was my main account just now, which, by the way, has C2 Xilonen. And remember what C2 Xilonen does for Electro? Cooldown reduction. So that would have been really fun to use Kaching, like doing 2 bursts in a single, 2 or 3 bursts in a rotation. Now I think that would have been really fun. That was a missed opportunity. Yeah, yeah. Like I did not think of Kaching until you brought it up. Unlimited Blade Works Kickwing. I did not. I tried it. I tried it out when I got, like, on the day that I got Xilonen. Like, my conclusion was that I was not good enough at the game for it. Like, I could not use Kaching's burst quickly enough. I couldn't swap back to Kaching quickly enough to maximize the cooldown reduction. Hey, how would a Kaching Xilonen C2 Raiden Shogun Naida team work? So because Raiden Shogun takes up quite a bit of field time, I think Kaching is not going to be able to burst a lot, especially because Kaching's burst takes so long. And at that point, I think even Fischl might do even more damage than Kaching at that point, because, like, yeah, even though Fischl C6 won't be fully utilized because of, because you're mostly not doing normal, quote unquote, normal attacks on Raiden Shogun. You're mostly doing charged attacks. But because you're hardly gonna have time to swap into Kaching and burst. I think she's hardly gonna do any damage in that kind of team. Okay, for some reason I completely missed that there was completely missed this thing. Okay, so I think a team that I could put Zhongli in. Okay, that seems like fun. And of course Hyper Bloom, because I want to use Hyper Bloom. I miss using Hyper Bloom. Hyper Bloom is such a fun, like, not necessarily brain dead team to use, but, like, it's just fun because, like, you get this basically the same DPS, regardless of, like, what your rotation is. Hyper Bloom in second half. Hyper Bloom? Huh? In second half of... Oh wait, second half of floor 12 you mean?
却みんなは俺が守れ。
いらっしゃい。我ら祝福あれ。
いやと権限
Oh man.
ここにある岩山発球
みんながそばにいてくれるわ。
砕けなさい。守るために戦わねば。
却下全力攻撃だ。燃えろ。
天理チョーク
Wait, what? What is this polearm? Oh no. Why is Zhongli on Blackcliff? Why is Zhongli on Blackcliff polearm? Why do I even have Blackcliff polearm? Oh yeah, that's right. That was my first Hu Tao weapon. Oh man.
痛がっちゃいない。いとよ。工作せよ。はびこりな。
I'll hear them teleport up to the rocks. Kuki can also easily disable. That's the one. Oh my god. My dude. You are not stupid like me.
みんなは俺が守れ。
砕けなさい。この祈りを聞きなさい。
My dude's actually using the brain. Unlike Ma.
天道ここにある岩山発球
却下燃えろ。みんながそばにいてくれ。
いらっしゃい。我ら祝福あれ。
You know, the fact that I'm using Arlecchino, like, these guys must be so confused. They're like,
権限
Madam, sorry, hey, why are you fighting us? We're harbingers.
みんなは俺が守れ。
剣女盤石
I don't know how much you'll do against the mushroom chicken, though, because it has dendro res. But if you got deep wood, I think it's fine. Yeah, I have deep wood. Now he does always on deep wood. Ow.
挑戦
覚えたわよ。
三段
Okay, this I missed. No, he does E, I guess. Boss chill operatives probably. Yeah, they were like, "Hey, isn't this boss? Why is boss trying to kill us?" They were probably just so confused.
どいて。守るために戦おう。
全力攻撃。
天道万象
いやと却下みんながそばにいてくれ。
いらっしゃい。おっ、やっ、我ら祝福あれ。
岩山発球やっせ
燃えろ。貫く。全力攻撃だ。
砕けなさい。
Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Well, let's see if Benny Boy can pull this one off. Vape Bennett. Bennett doing blue numbers thanks to Candace. Okay, so first half. Wow, dude. Dude, you just... Man. Shinra, you just solved this abyss for me. Yeah, first half is gonna be a breeze. So, yeah, wow. Now I just have to make sure that I save Alhaitham's skill for when the two pillars come up. Now you can now carry Xilonen in first half. Yeah, exactly. And it's no longer the cringe Mawika, random Mawika on the team. Ow. Oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, no. I'm about to break. I'm about to break everything you say to me. I was gonna say I'm about to break the... I was about to break the pyro shield, but the electro shield was hardly damaged. Kazuha is still somehow hanging on there. Oh man, hey Shinrin, don't tell me you did not get that Linkin Park reference. I just did just now. Nobody got that? I think that the song name is About to Break. I'm not exactly sure the song title. Shh, I'm pretending to be young. Okay. In the third chamber, you can just use Nahida as the on-field driver until the rock platform spear. Okay, good call, good call. I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. Or I could use Alhaitham. I could use Alhaitham burst first. At the beginning.
私は下げず5秒
じゃあ行くよ。
行こう。はっ静粛に
迎え、僕の名のもとにトークをたたえ。
はっせい討伐となるがいい。
じゃあ行くよ。
マイク
お披露目だ。
5秒
I remember my cousin blasting Linkin Park songs all day whenever we visit. Oh, really? Man. Ah, the good old days. Good old days.
いざよ、到達せよ。やっぱり。
軍港ここか。
Oh, what? Already?
取りなさい。
いや
かかれ。捕まえた。どの目が出る。おとなしくした。痛くしちゃうかも。
Man, Linkin Park was awesome. Man, in the mid 2000s. So, for me, honestly, so okay, obviously there are so many like really like good artists nowadays, right? Like there's so many good artists out there. Like obviously there's the mainstream ones, but there are also the like the obscure ones that hardly anyone knows about, but also just make really really good music. But in the mid 2000s, I feel like most of the artists were like big and famous. Like I feel like nowadays there's like what K-pop groups, and there's Bruno Mars and Taylor Swift and like a few hip hop artists, and like it just feels a lot more limited now. Like you're you know like choices for like mainstream like actually good music.
理論の演劇部ここか。
はび取りなさい。かかれ。いざよ、到達せよ。痛くしちゃうかも。捕まえた。かかれ。どの目が出る。よっ。
軍港ここか。
痛がっていない。捕まえた。いざよ、到達せよ。やっぱり。
せっ
Not so hot take. Pop punk ain't punk. What? Pop punk ain't punk. Oh, okay. Era of punk rock and other bands thrive. Yeah, and like another thing too is like, so it wasn't just the international music that was great at the time. It was also, there was also a lot of great Filipino music at the time. Like today, man, like now I understand I don't follow music and I don't follow musicians, right? Like I don't follow music as much as I used to when I was in high school. But nowadays, man, it hardly feels like there's any original Filipino songs anymore. Like all I hear everywhere is just covers. Like really famous like Filipino artists, but not actually making their own music anymore. They just cover some other famous song, some other famous artist's song. And I get it. Like that still works, right? That still brings home, that still brings home money at the end of the day. But in the 2000s, it just feels like there was something new. There was something new. There was something fresh. It felt like there was something new and fresh every week. About them being catchy, yeah, yeah, and it's like with like you know how like YouTube from back then as well, like YouTube content creators back then, like everyone was coming up with new and fresh ideas like all the time, and nowadays it's all about the algorithm, right? It's all about like getting that algorithm. It's all about getting those clicks and views. It's all about the highest view percentage, the highest engagement. Everything feels so much more like a business now. And I understand everything also was a business back then. But nowadays it feels like every part of everything is just maximizing profits. Glad I grew up listening to River Maya. Oh man. Whew. Racerheads, Parokya and Edgar, etc. By the way, for context, for those non-Filipinos, those are some really famous, especially from the 2000s, the late 1990s, Filipino bands. Sometimes I find dance challenges cringe too. The early 2010s the early 2010s internet was so full of, not at the time they weren't like, people didn't call them dance challenges yet at the time, but like every mildly attractive teenage or like early 20 girl in their early 20s or like late teens was just like trying to imitate or like do, I don't know, like make their own version of like a known-ish, like somewhat sexy dance on the internet. Like it was like Gangnam Style and Gentleman by Psy, and like that was, yeah, like that was like early 2010s internet, and and like all the 12-year-olds watching all of those videos. Almost like we stagnated in the sense that we still have no new cultural development since 2010. You know, I remember whose video was it? I think it was oh man, what's his channel name? I don't remember. Hang on. Let me see if I can. So it's his name is I'll Tried Dagogo, but Fusion Works. Hang on, what's the name of his channel? Cold Fusion. Cold Fusion. So I don't know if you know this channel called Cold Fusion, but a while back, quite a while back, more than a year ago, I think. He made a video, and I forget if it was the title or the thumbnail, but it was either the thumbnail or title said, it went like, the real economy died in 2008. And you know, so now obviously I'm no economist, so I can't, like I can't say a lot about like the economics part. But as for like culturally, I feel like culture stagnated. Like not just like in each country, right? Obviously, like some countries maybe not so, but like generally overall, I think culture just stopped going up since like the late 2000s, maybe early 2010s. They should really add sanctifying elixir as event rewards. It's so scarce. Um, aren't sanctifying elixirs a reward for like not every event, but like I don't know. Like maybe I'm wrong here, but isn't it a reward for the main event of every patch? I could be wrong. Like I really don't pay attention, but isn't it a reward for the main event? Our glorious capitalist overlords need your money. Two or three sanctifying elixirs per patch are probably nothing to the amount of characters we need to build. I think that sounds fair. Like two or three, like if they give us two or three every patch, um, just from events. But I think it would be weird, like if they gave us two or three every patch from just from events. But like so obviously like so far every region, at least like new region that they release in that they released in Natlan, gives us one, I think, yeah, one sanctifying elixir, or is it three? No, no, it's one sanctifying elixir per tribe, as far as I remember. Yeah, I think that's right. And so like if they release a new region and then like that also like comes with like three tribes, so that we'd have three from that region and we'd still have the two or three from the events, which I think is a little too many. And like it's great, right? Like I'm not saying like I'm not saying like don't give us more. That's great. But I'm looking at it from their perspective. But I also understand that we're not gonna keep getting any more tribes, especially as the final tribe is gonna be like introduced to us. So that's probably gonna be the last sanctifying elixir that we're gonna get from Natlan. The free market has spoken. You need to pay up. Next, you'll want free healthcare too. Hey. Hey, what was it? Oh man, whose video was it that I heard this from recently? So there was a. Oh man, I don't remember whose video it was, but they talked about like so it wasn't the main topic was not America's like stupidly expensive healthcare system, but it the video glanced over that and it also talked about this other country that I do not remember. It was like all I remember. It is like it's a country, either somewhere in South America or Africa. I know it's like those two are continents are very far apart from each other, but it's either one of those two, a country from one of those two continents, and that apparently their healthcare like quality is almost as good as America's, but like so much cheaper, like 5 or 10% like how much America's healthcare costs. But because of that, their healthcare industry also isn't growing very much, right? It's like being expensive is good, which is awful. Throw in some cash when I feel like it. I throw in some cash when I feel like it. At least I'm not as averse to spending in Genshin as I was a year or two ago. RJ, do a karaoke stream if you don't want to play other games. Oh my god. That is... Oh my god. Man, YouTube might have to ban me if I ever did that. RJ VTuber era. If I ever figured out how to make a VTuber avatar on my own, I would definitely use my emoji thing, like this thing. I would definitely use this thing as my VTuber avatar. I would just put the like for the different like mouth shapes, I would just go into Paint and then like make multiple copies of it that have different mouth shapes, and it would be literally just this 2D picture is my VTuber avatar. Why I thought about thanks for elixirs because we have an equivalent of that HSR as a reward every major event per patch, so I don't think it'll hurt them. HSR, the god, my Deimos is coming. The man among men. So why is he called demigod? Is he actually a demigod? PNG tuber is much better, yes. PNG tuber. I find a lot of VTuber avatars nowadays a little cringe. All of them are 3D. Like a lot of them are like when I see what they look like, they just it just like some of them, okay, obviously not all of them, right? But like a lot of them look like they're trying to make the creator look either cool or cute or something, right? And I understand that's, you know, obviously that's why you're doing it, but I don't know, like I just find it cringe. Now, I understand not everyone has the physical appearance, right? Not everybody is Anthony Chen. Right, man, like, whoa. Looking like content creation and having Anthony Chen's looks. That's... Why did you even, like, do online stuff, right? Like, why not just become a celebrity at that point? Like, if you have looks like that. The dude looks like he could belong in like a K-pop group. Like if you look that good, then like why would you ever do like VTubing stuff? I guess like there's also security reasons, like just safety reasons. Some people are just, you know, they just prefer that no one knows what they look like for safety reasons. Safety / privacy reasons. I forgot, but what even is your profile, RJ? Is it a sunny side up or a... Yellow dot or sun. It's an egg. It looks like an egg, I know, but it was my not best attempt, but also not my worst attempt at making an emoji. Like just a smile emoji.
この件はわかるかい？
天道万象。
歌よにたまれ。雨描きがたし。
A midmoji, if you will. Oh my god. No, come on, man. Oh, you just did it. Yeah, you did do it. I'm
はりくりなさい。
運行。全力攻撃。いざ。
この件はわかるかい？雨描きがたし。股間奥義。
天理チョーク。みんながそばにいる。
この件はわかるかい？はい。大ウルコ。
天道万象。
せい。はっと。はっ。と。よっ。せい。
It reminds me of a dream. I heard the audible heartbreak. Hey, I just rephrased what you said, RJ. Well, that you did. That you did. Oops. Okay. Now this Hyper Bloom team isn't going to do as well as the one on the second account, but especially, you know, because not having C2 Nahida. But it's not going to be bad either. I'll farm Varesa's artifacts and stuff it on Lisa. Make her a budget Varesa with oh my god. How did the artifact set work again? So normal, charged, and plunge attacks, I believe. Or like skills? I don't remember. Look, one of those gives you stacks. Now that you brought that up, yeah, okay. That set and Xianyun and like I guess Bennett and Xiangling as well, or sorry, not Xiangling, Bennett and Furina. They absolutely enable like you to make absolutely anyone into a plunge DPS. Ow.
覚えたわよ。
強戦軍港ここか
どの目が出る？
もらった
CA plunge and skill damage. CA plunge and skill damage. Skill damage. Oh my god. Okay, charged attack though. Oh, charged attack. Not bad. That's not bad. Okay. So from what I remember hearing that some of those gives more stacks than the others. I don't remember which one's which, but some of those gives more stacks than the others. That's what I heard. And I'm willing to guess that it's probably the charged attack that gives more stacks. Oh man, all those orbs just expired.
大松となるがいい
光り輝くがいい。遠くをじゃあ行くよ。
マイ
And if that's the case, I think it's fine on Lisa, because like her charged attacks, they come out pretty fast. The only unfortunate part is that Lisa's charged attacks take up a lot of stamina. I think Lisa can easily stack it because of her skill has low cooldown. Yeah. Any excuse to use her. When's the last time she was in the shop or a banner or on banner even? Shop, it depends. Like the shop cycle is pretty slow. It's like they each character cycles like twice a year. Yeah, just Google Paimon's bargains.
自分の目で見てこそ。
So let me think. Let me see. Okay, Lisa. So May and November. Yeah. May and November. Lisa with Bennett. Never see her in the shop anymore. Yeah. Like the cycle is really slow. Cycle is really slow because like the characters only cycle twice a year. So like for example, I'm looking at it right now, and so Official and Xiangling January and July, Beidou and Noel February and August, Ningguang and Xingqiu March and September, Razor and Amber April and October, Bennett and Lisa May and November, Barbara and Kaya June and December. I'm not seeing her on banner history. Oh, you mean when you say C, you're talking about like actually getting them. Yeah, like the odds of getting the standard 4 stars are really low. So Barbara, Lisa, Kaya, and who else? I think it's just them. Yeah, the odds of getting those are really low. It's even harder to get the 3 basic characters because there are a lot more 4 stars in the standard banner than yeah, exactly. That's true. It's just getting harder and harder. So like for the last I don't know, like I've recently decided to try and get Kaya constellations in the shop when he's around. Because I don't know, I think I figure it's kind of nice to have a C6 Kaya. C6 Kaya is actually, well, it's not great, but he's like way better than non C6 Kaya. Speaking of 4 stars, one thing I'm glad about in Genshin compared to HSR is that 4 stars are still relevant in HSR in-game content. Requires so many premium characters with the premium teams. Power creep's insane. You know that I hear that a lot about HSR. About like how crazy the power creep is over there. Can I just do this? Oh no, I can't. I thought I could just bow them. Like I thought I could just shoot arrows at them from the ground. That would have been cool. I heard HSR got a character that boosts teams even when not in the team. What? They got more rewards per patch, but are offset by the need to pull for the new shiny. Otherwise, no endgame for you. Okay, that sounds so much closer to like actual gacha game. That feels so much closer to a gacha game. Like the typical gacha game than Genshin does. Okay, so if y'all are wondering why my ping here is so low, it's cause this is my Asia account. So having that character in your character inventory, even at level 1, gives them a boost? Well, that's crazy. You shiny blade introducing in the next patch will give death immunity once per battle just by existing in your account. Oh my god, that's crazy. At that point, that's not even like a character anymore. Because like your characters are supposed to benefit you, like if you're actually using them, right? But like at that point, that's not a character. That's like something that you just bought for your account. It's a premium item is what it is. A really premium shiny.
いざ
世界の熱狂の渦にこちら
前せいはっせい
At least Genshin doesn't have that yet. Ow.
剣女ば
この剣はわかるかい？描きがたし。
Man, if Genshin introduced a character like that, I wonder what it would be. I wonder what ability they would make into like a global kind of thing. You know, ever since I started playing a little bit with my Asia account, I've kind of been a little part of me has been kind of wishing that we could like transfer our accounts between servers. Like, you know, like it doesn't have to be that like they would allow it all the time or something. They could have like a cooldown on it. Like we could only transfer servers like once a year or something. I kind of want to move my accounts to Asia server. Just because the switching, the character switching feels so much better on low ping. It feels a lot more like I'm in control and a lot less like mashing buttons. Imagine C6 Barba and C6 Chi-Chi. Not even on your team, but revives your teammate once per battle. I don't mind Barba. Yeah, that seems kind of useful, actually. Global revival. Like global Barbara. What's the difference between C6 Chi-Chi and C6 Barbara? Is there a difference?
渡します。
光り輝くがいい。
お前は無礼者相手だ。
久々の獲物だ。剣豪高よ、左陣を起こせ。みんながそばにいてくれ。雨描きがたし、逃げられると思うな。このいや、さらばだ。
I feel like one of the reasons why they're really pushing for these new shinies is because this current phase we have Nature's Heart is XP, their beloved Honkai Impact. Well, sorry, what do you mean by XP? Or it's just that the HSR team, HSR dev team, are pretty terrible at power balance. Exported from Honkai Impact. I hardly ever hear anyone talk about Honkai Impact in 2025. From my understanding, like their fan base, like their player base, is like pretty loyal. But I imagine there probably aren't that many new players playing it anymore. $5K back and forth. I might visit Philippines this May. Oh, really? Wait, what? $5K back and forth? Really? Why is it so cheap? $5K in Sweden currency. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about 5K Philippine pesos. That actually blew my mind that it was just 5K Philippine pesos. I don't know if these characters would actually be able to handle floor 11. It's sweltering hot in the Philippines right now, and it's not even peak summer yet. You know, that has got me worried because I feel like the last 2 or 3 years of summers in the Philippines have been insanely hot. And not just the summers, but the rainy seasons have been insanely rainy. And now I may not be very young anymore, but I'm certainly not very old. So I still have quite a few years in me on Earth. And I'm really worried. I'm kind of worried about the climate. Like, how bad is it gonna get before my time is up?
じゃあ行くよ。お披露目だ。歌え。僕の名の元に。
討伐となるがいい。
Or winter in the Philippines, probably the equivalent of summer in northern countries. Yeah. It's basically, yeah. Wow, that was very satisfying. They both died at the same time. Oh, dude. Okay, these are cringe.
陛下の意向が我を守る。
難攻不落。
雨描き方し、この剣はわかるかい？
People keep telling me that winters have always been this warm. Climate change is a hoax, but then I asked them if they remember how we were able to build an igloo a few years ago, and they go, "Yes, what about it?" Might as well call the Philippines is the devil's house, devil's butt crack. Because not only is it hot here, there's also inflating cost of living, but not salaries, and terrible political turmoil. It is extremely crazy right now. Honestly, I don't know like how things are gonna go from here. It is kind of crazy. Like, it is at the point where like it might turn out similar to like what happened a few years ago, where just the whole country revolted. In the Philippines, we call it Buwan ng Sunog. Buwan is moon. Sunog means fire. Month of fire. Uh-oh. These two are kicking my butt. They are pushing my poop. Arlecchino's about to go. Yep, there she goes. Yeah, okay. I think this is as far as this account can go. What was this turmoil a few years ago? Honestly, I don't know much about it, and it wasn't just a few years ago. It was like quite a few years ago, like 20 years ago. It was another whole thing with the country's president. I don't remember very much about it because I was a kid. But it's essentially like the whole country revolted, and then like they they did not throw the president out of power, but eventually the president just stepped down on his own because there was just so much going on. Okay. Yeah, I think that is gonna be it. Oh, have I bought the shop stuff on this account yet? No, I have not. All right. Anyway, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been dozing off. I've dozed off a few times already in the last like 20 minutes. So I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna call it a night. So for those of you who need help building your characters, accounts, or making a decision on which banners to pull for, feel free to join our Discord server. Links are in the description of all my videos, pods, and streams, and in the pinned message in YouTube chat. If you want my personal opinion, you can ping me over there. My name is Elvis Einstein. Of course, you can ask for other people's opinions too. Thank you guys so much for coming by, hanging out, and being awesome people. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and take care, everybody. Yeah. Bye, guys. Dying as Zhongli in 2025. Well, it's, you know. I imagine it's not hard to die as this Zhongli. Right? Okay, sure. Black Tassel. Yeah, I imagine it's not hard to die with this Zhongli. So, yeah, there you go. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.